On the lower Volga, since the 17th century, there lived a people who built temples to the Buddha. They were the only indigenous Buddhist people in Europe. By 1943, they were called Kalmyks. They had a republic, a language, and soldiers in the Red Army fighting at Stalingrad. The German army had occupied part of Kalmykia for 5 months in 1942 and 1943. A small number of Kalmyks had collaborated, as small numbers did everywhere the Wehrmacht reached. Moscow decided this was enough. On December 27, 1943, the Soviet government abolished the Kalmyk Autonomous Soviet Socialist Republic. The decree erased the name from every map. The Kalmyks were not told. The next day, the trains arrived. Operation Ulusy. NKVD officers surrounded the villages before dawn. Families were given 15 minutes to pack. Boxcars, unheated, in the Russian winter. In 4 days, more than 93,000 people were loaded toward Siberia. Krasnoyarsk, Novosibirsk, Omsk. The dispersal was deliberate. Each Siberian settlement received only 2 or 3 Kalmyk families. The point was that a Kalmyk village could not exist again. Kalmyk soldiers, decorated men in active service against the Germans, were pulled out of their units, stripped of rank, and sent to the special settlements with their families. By mid-1944, the count had reached 97,000. The first year killed roughly 1 in 6. Within 4 years, nearly half were dead. In Kalmykia itself, Russian and Ukrainian settlers moved into the empty villages within weeks. The temples, already wrecked in the 1930s anti-religious purges, were finished. Kalmyk schools were closed. The Kalmyk press was shut down. The language went unwritten, unschooled, for 13 years. On January 9, 1957, Khrushchev signed a decree allowing the Kalmyks to return. By then, 1 in 3 of the deported was dead. The republic was restored. The survivors came back to villages with other names, to fields they no longer owned, to a generation of children raised without a Kalmyk school. The temples were not rebuilt for another 30 years. When the NKVD finished its work in December 1943, organized Buddhism on the European continent, 3 centuries of it, effectively ceased to exist. It did not return until the 1980s. Stalin deported many nations. Only the Kalmyks took an entire religion with them.